Hello, my loving student. Welcome to Hasa Education. So, I'm here to deliver the biology lessons, each and every lessons for IGCSE, especially each lessons, and we are going to discuss about the chapters. So, as well as I need to mention, we will discuss in the future the past papers as well with the answers. How can we take the answers like that? Okay, so today we are going to start from chapter 1. Do you already know the chapter? First chapter, characteristic and classification of living organisms. So first subtopic is characteristic of organism. So here we go. Right. This is your page, which is in the your textbook. Right. First one, it's already mentioned. Chapter 1.1, characteristic of organism. Here it's mentioned biology is the study of organism. Yes, we are studying about the biology. Biology means we are learning about the organism. Who are the organisms? An organism is a complete living things. What is the term? It's mentioned organism is an complete living thing. Right. Here also, organism is a living thing. Then it mentioned such as yourself, like us, as well as here it mentioned, wait, right, it's mentioned platypus, a bacterium, or a mango tree, like that. There are very many different kind of organisms on earth, but all of them share seven characteristic some living things. So yes, what is mentioned is mentioned that each organisms who live on earth, they have seven characteristic which is separate. We can separate by living and non-living. These things we can't see in non-living things, but this is the things, these seven things are very common for a living things. Right. So here we already discussed about the organism and here mentioned movements. What is the movement? Movement is the ability of an organism or a part or full organism or a part of the organism, they can move or change. It is easy to see most of animal moving, but less easy to see the plant move. Yes, plant is a living things. They are also showing the movements, but the different thing is animal movements we can see, but plant movement we can't see, but they are moving. Right. What is this? Who is this Miss Grain? M, yes, you know already. M means movement. Here it is. All organisms are able to move to some extent, one place to another place. Animal is changing their life or changing their pathway, we are calling movement. Most animal can move their whole body from place to place, yes, and plant can slowly move part of themselves. Right. This is the first one. Second one is S. What is S? S means sensitivity here. What is sensitivity? All organisms pick up informations about changes in their environment and react to the changes. We are response to some sensitivity or sensors. According to that, we change our movement or change our motions. So, which is that we are calling sensitivity. Next one, R. What is that? Okay, before that, we will move to our next slide. Right, okay. We already discussed M, S, R. Now we will discuss about G. G means growth. This is the short way we can understand what we are learning, or this is the memorable way we can keep in the mind seven characters of living things. Right. What is the term for growth? Let's see. Growth here. In your textbook, I'm using your textbook as well. Growth can be defined as a permanent increase in size and dry mass. What is the term? Permanent increase in size. Their size will be increased by permanently as well as dry mass. All organisms can grow. Yes, some organisms such as puffish can get bigger just for a short time to help to deter or put off predators. This is not a growth. See, this is actually this isn't the real size. They're very small one. But if they have some predators, if he feel if he feels some dangerous environment directly, they increase their size. But this is not a permanent, this is a temporary one. So it is not a growth, it is just a protection. Right. Next one. This is not a growth, yes, because the fish goes back its original size. When the treat is going away, plants and animal grow by producing new cells. Plants, as example, plants they produce new cells for their growth. Then what happen? Pl- If you are studying the supplement, you will find out how they do this one in chapter 16. Yes, we will discuss about that. But here you have to keep in mind, especially you have to mention in if they ask you how to check in the MCQ, it should be mentioned permanently increase their size, as well as not a wet mass, it should be dry mass. Right. What they are telling, furthermore, we can measure growth in many ways. One method is to find the dry mass. Yes, there are some methods or measurements we can find the dry mass. This involves find the mass of several organisms of the same type over a period of time. An organism is killed and dried. So this is the method more often used for a plant than for animal. So here it's mentioned the mass of its body without any water is then found. So dry mass means no more waters, only dry part. After a particular period of time, for example, 1 day or 2 day, dry mass of another of the organism is found. This is the repeated with several organisms for the growth period being observed. This method we can use only for a plant. We can't use for animal because we have to keep some days without water. Can we stay? No, we can't. So that is the reason we can't do that. Okay, I think we forgot to discuss this R here. Wait. This R we couldn't discuss. So that R means respiration. What is the respiration means? It is the way the organism obtain energy from nutrition. So usually we know the respiration means inhalation and exhalation, but in here we are discussing cell respiration. Cell respiration means what? They produce the energy using some nutrients. As example, usually from glucose. We are eating, just as example, we are eating potato means carbohydrate. The simple way is the glucose in the cell, it's burned as energy, it's produced the energy. So this is the respiration is a chemical reaction, not a physical reaction. Inhalation and exhalation means the physical reaction, but this respiration means we have to understand this one should be a chemical reaction that happens inside every living cells. It should be, you have to keep in the mind, it should be in the cell. You will find out much more about respiration in chapter 11. We will discuss about human respiration as well as cell respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Right. Organism use the energy that they obtain from respiration to make other chemical reaction in their cell happen. All of the chemical reaction, including respiration, are called metabolism. So this one, all what is the term? All of these chemical reaction in our one cell there are different types of chemical reaction. One is respiration. These all chemical reactions we are calling metabolism. So this is the term you have to keep in the mind for your MCQ, or especially yes for MCQ. Right. I already discussed about what is M, what is S, what is R, and what is G. What is the next R? Okay, let's see what is the next R. Next R is what? Reproduction. Okay, I will move these all to upper right. This one also should, okay, it will be here. Right. Reproduction. What is the reproduction? Produce babies. That is the simple way. Reproduction means making more organisms of the same kind. Especially have to mention the same kind. Not every individual organisms can reproduce, but at least some individuals of each kind of organism can do so. You can find out more about reproduction in chapter 14 and 15. We will learn in the future in chapter 14 and 15. But here you have to keep in the mind, make more organisms of the same kind. Same kind. Mother, father produce their child or their babies. Same way, not a different. Right? Okay. We will move to next slide. I hope you you have remember keep all things in your mind, and I suggest to you while you are studying, use if you have use your textbook. If you have, if you don't have, please comment. I will upload my drive. So from there you can download the textbook. So while studying, you can highlight, you can underline, or you can make some short notes. In the future, I will help to make I will help to make some short notes as well. Right. This is the kind of a short note. If you can use what are the seven characters of living things, Miss Gren. Miss Glen means M, movement, R, Miss MRS, M, movement, R means respiration, S means sensitivity. Gren, Gren. Gren, G means growth, R means reproduction, E means excretion, N means nutrition. So it's easy. Right. Okay, let's move. E. What is E? Excretion. Here, excretion it mention the removal of the waste product of metabolism and substances in excess of requirements. Removing some waste products from metabolism, not on not by produced by some mechanically, it should be metabolism. Metabolism means it should be the waste product should be produced by chemical reaction. So someone can say yes, a digestive system after end of the digestion, we are removing things also under excretion, but it should be wrong because the waste things produced by digestion, it is not a metabolic reaction because physical and chemical reaction, especially it's not inside in the cell. So it is inside our organs. So yes, excretion, the digestive waste products from digestion, not under excretion. Especially you have to keep in the mind it should be waste product of metabolism and substances in excess for requirements. Should be excess one. Right. We already discussed about M, R, S, G, another R, E. Last one is nutrition or N. Nutrition is, what is that? Nutrition is the last of the seven characteristic of all organism. All living organisms need a chemical to build their cells and also as a source of energy. Nutrition means take materials that provide these things. Plant and animal have very different methods of nutrition, and you will find about these chapters 6 and 7. Right. What is the short form? Taking a material for energy. We are taking vitamins, what else? Minerals, water, these things, this nutrition, especially nutritions, we are taking like materials for our energy and growth and development. So this one you have to keep in mind, materials to energy, growth and development. Right. So we have done first chapter, first subtopic. What is the topic? Characteristic of the organisms. So I hope you get the idea. Keep in mind Miss Green. She will help you for your MCQ. Right. So let's wrap up the today's session. Another next one, 1.2, I will upload as soon as possible. If you have more questions about the chapter, or if you need the textbook, please put the comment. Then, if according to the necessary, according to your request, I will share my drive. Then you can download by yourself. If you need, you can take printout if you have facility. If not, you can use PDF version as well. So, yes, thank you so much for your attention. See you then. Bye bye.